Hello everyone, it's Keira and welcome back to my channel. So we have finally seen all of the new 2022 F1 cars this year and obviously their liveries. So it is time to do my annual car livery video. So I have got a tier list here with all 10 cars and their liveries and we're going to be ranking them from top to bottom. Before I get on into the video, if you do enjoy it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel down below. But without further ado, I think we should just start this tier list. Okay, so also whilst I'm looking at this tier list, I'm going to have a more of an in-depth photo on my phone just so I can like properly, show you guys exactly and give you guys the best outlook of what I'm thinking. So the first one we have got is the newest one we have seen, and that is the Alfa Romeo. Now I really like the Alfa Romeo this year. I like the Alfa Romeo most years. And I'm surprised about this because I thought I wouldn't like the fact that they don't have the Alfa Romeo logo on it anymore because I loved when they had that on the back. But actually I'm liking this just Alfa Romeo. It's quite simply Alfa Romeo on the back. I obviously love the clove they have. It is kind of more of a simplistic design where they have just gone like a diagonal line between the Alfa Romeo kind of burgundy colour and then the white. But in all honesty, I do think I really like this. It's not one that I dislike. And yeah, I think it's quite solid. I'm going to probably put it in pretty good looking. I mean, it's not like it didn't wow me when I saw it, but I do think it is quite nice. So next up we have the Alpine, of which looks so much like a Racing Point or looks so much like an Ardenne back in Formula 2 that it is very confusing. And now the Alpine I know has had a lot of mixed opinions and a lot of people absolutely hate this Alpine. A lot of people actually think it's quite nice and I actually do think it is quite nice. So yeah, I know that they're going to be running a pink one which has more pink on it for the first couple of races and then from then they're going to go back to more of the blue and I actually really like it. I know that a lot of people think that maybe it's not nice to contrast the blue and the pink, and that's what I thought. When I saw BWT were going to be a sponsor, I thought this is never going to work, the blue and pink. But for having to put blue and pink together along with white and red, I don't think they've done a bad job, and I actually do quite like this, and I prefer this Alpine to last year's Alpine. I think it's a lot nicer. So I'm probably going to put it in pretty good looking, which again, I don't know if I should do that because it's not really on par with the Alfa Romeo in my head, but it's not that I'm not a fan of it. I do quite like it. So next up we have got the Aston Martin. Oh my god, the Aston Martin. So obviously, we know BWT sponsored Aston Martin last year and they had to quickly switch out their lime trimmings, if you will, for pink and like a deeper pink. That's why we saw all of their kits still had the lime on it because obviously that's what they were going to originally do before BWT came in. So a lot of people were like, oh my god, the lime would have been so much better. Ugh, I hate this pink. And I was actually in the minority where I was like, no, I actually really like this pink on this like Aston Martin and I actually think I would prefer pink to green. That's how much I really liked it. But actually, now that I'm seeing this lime on this Aston Martin, I think I really, really like this. Like last year I was thinking, I'm never going to like when it's lime. And I do like when it's lime. I like it a lot. Even the green on the Aston Martin I think is stepped up. I think it's a lot shinier. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's beautiful and I'm going to put it in Out of This World. I don't know how you couldn't. They've just been smashing out of the park since they've been Aston Martin and I love it so much. Okay, so next up we have the AlphaTauri, and this is one that not many people have been speaking about. I think because it's quite similar to the other years, people just thought it's the AlphaTauri. But this AlphaTauri reminds me a lot more of the 2020 AlphaTauri. So the 2020 AlphaTauri I loved. The 2021 AlphaTauri I didn't like it as much. I felt like it wasn't quite what I was looking for, but the 2022 AlphaTauri, I have to keep making sure I'm getting all my dates right. The 2022 AlphaTauri, I actually think is really nice. I really enjoy it. It's just so simplistic with them, with the white and the navy, but there's a lot of white on here, which I like. I think it was last year of which had too much navy, but this year I feel like they've added a little bit more white in it. It's just sleek. It looks sleek. It looks professional. It very much marries up to the brand of the AlphaTauri fashion, designer brand of which they are trying to resemble on track. And I think it works really well. I really like it. It's unreal for me. It's not quite up there with Aston Martin, but it is unreal and it is one of my favourites. I think people do keep forgetting about it, but actually it is really nice. So next we are moving on to Ferraris, and Ferrari's livery I like, but I'm probably going to be a bit controversial here because I know that everybody actually loves this. Like people are actually in love with it. And it is very much a step up from last year. We don't have any weird green going on. We don't have that burgundy like half ombre, half not ombre because they didn't actually blend it, and it is such a step up. But for me, I just prefer a Ferrari red with a white, kind of like the top I've got on, but it's not a Ferrari top, but I love a white and red contrast. I like the black. I think it gives you more of like an edge, more of a it looks a bit more fierce. I think you can look at that thinking, yeah, that's gonna boss it on track, which obviously is what we want. But I don't love it. I do prefer like a 2017 Ferrari when they had a little bit more white on them, and obviously prior. But I like it, and it's definitely a step up from last year. Again, it's more of a darker red than I would like. I think it's gone a little bit more burgundy. Again, I would kind of like more of a red like my top, but regardless, I think it's nice and I like it. There's just lots of tweaks on it. So I'm going to put it in pretty good looking, because it's not that I'm not a fan. It's just, I just don't, love it. Okay, so next up is the Haas livery. I don't hate the Haas. I just think it looks like a Haas. They didn't do anything different this year. They didn't do anything out of the ordinary. It kind of just turned up as it turns up. So the Haas is the Haas. I'm not going to say it's rank, because I don't think it is rank, it's like a white canvas at the end of the day. It's not bad, but I'm probably just going to put it in not a fan, because I don't love it, I don't hate it, it's just the Haas. Next up, we have the McLaren. Now, the McLaren was one of the first cars to launch this year, and it was a lot of mixed opinions. They obviously launched it with their IndyCar cars as well as their Extreme E cars, so it was a whole launch for McLaren this year. Obviously, getting it all done in one go makes it, very united. I think I quite like that. But a lot of people didn't like the way that the blue was on the car, and I actually like it. Again, they're two colours that you wouldn't really want to put together. There's obviously orange and blue. It's not like the best combination, but I think they've worked with it very, very well. I love the 2019 McLaren. Was it 2019 or 2018? I think it was 2019 McLaren, when they had like the blue on the back, which were like, they were like almost like pixels onto the back. It was more of a darker blue. Obviously, I guess it's a different sponsor. I don't even know anymore. But obviously with this lighter blue, I like it. I think it's fresh. I think it's different. They haven't lost any orange elements. They've just got a slight swipe of blue. And I really like it. It's nice. Are their wheel rims blue? I don't think so. I'm not sure. I like it. Simplistic. I think the sponsorships are on the car a lot better. I think I found with the last couple of times in McLaren, the sponsorships have looked very out of place. But you can see here, there is a black line here where all their sponsorships are. And obviously, Velo are a very big brand and sponsor for them. So they have got quite a big part on the side pod of the car. But I like it. I'm not going to say it's, should I say it's Unreal? I'm going to probably put it in Unreal, because I do really like it. And I think I'd prefer it to these three. I do love the Alfa Romeo though. No, but I think I'm going to put it in Unreal, because I think it's got more slack than it probably deserves. Now, next we're coming over to the silver arrows in Mercedes. Now, as long with probably a lot of other people, were very much a fan of the black livery, obviously, not just what it looks like, but also with the movement. But I understand that they have gone back to silver this year, and I was very worried. So I'm thinking, I didn't love the silver arrow beforehand. I didn't like the silver that they used. I think it looked a very tacky silver. It looked very much like a out of space intergalactic silver. Like, I didn't like it, but I do like this Mercedes. There's a bit of a mess going on at the back. People did spot out in terms of, like, obviously they've got the Mercedes logo, and like the sponsors look like they should be there and then they shouldn't be there. It almost just looks a bit weird. But I like the black, again, I don't know what you even call half of this stuff, like the black at the bottom with the teal strip going through it. I think that is really nice. I like that they've got a lot of teal going on. I wouldn't like them to have lost it. I feel like it's probably one thing that I'm liking more, is that I was very worried it was just going to be silver, when in actual fact we have got a lot of teal and we have got some black accents. And I know I said earlier I didn't like the black accents as much on the Ferrari. I like them on the Mercedes. I think it looks good. And obviously the whole rear wing is teal, which is beautiful. So I'm actually probably going to put this Mercedes in, do I put it in Unreal or Pretty Good Looking? I'm probably going to put it in Pretty Good Looking. It's not a case that, it's Unreal, but it's not a case that I'm not a fan, and I think I like it more than I thought I was going to like it. But again, looking at the ones that are also in Pretty Good Looking, it's not higher than them. Okay, so next we have the Red Bull. Really, what can I say about the Red Bull? Like we say every year, the Red Bull is just the Red Bull. I'm starting to get bored of it just being the Red Bull. I understand it's their brand, but I can't even see much has changed. I think the Red Bull logoing on the side is straight. I feel like before it's been more, is it been more wonky? I don't even know. I like on where the T-cam is, I like that all of that is yellow. I think that's really nice. Obviously the bull on the top. I don't want to say it's not that I'm not a fan of it, but I'm going to put it in not a fan just because it is the same every year, and I don't love the Red Bull. Like, if it was an amazing livery that they've done every year, like if Aston Martin ran that every year, I'd be like, yeah, I love it. But the Red Bull livery for me just isn't, like, it doesn't pop for me, it doesn't wow for me. It is just a livery. So if they would like to switch up slightly next year, that would be greatly appreciated. And the final livery we have got to talk to today and put onto our tier list is the Williams. Now, I really like the Williams here. I know that they've got some red kind of accented. We kind of picked that out when we saw the suits before we saw the car. Not got too much of it, to be honest, which I quite like. I think if there was more of this kind of red colour, it would have overpowered a little bit. But I love the colourings. Now, do you know what these colourings remind me of? Bahrain how do I describe it? You know, I feel like I'm losing all my words today. You know, like the runoff somewhere in Bahrain, I can't tell you which corner, there is some sort of like pattern on the runoff, which is literally this Williams design at the back of the car. Like this like patterned different colour blues. When we get to Bahrain, everyone will start talking about it because it's there, and I spot it every year because I think it's beautiful. There's like a red one as well, I think, or like a pinky colour one, but there is a blue one, and that is exactly what it looks like. Like, it's all I can think of, but I love that. I think it's really nice. I love this Williams. I know a lot of people, again, I'm just going off the general consensus of what I've seen on Twitter, people weren't loving it, but I think it's great. I love the fact and the incorporation of all the different colour blues. I think it's something to work with. I love the contrast, again, of the back of it. I think it's really nice. I don't know if I would put it in Unreal or would I put it in Pretty Good Looking. I might just put it in Unreal, do you know? It's the Williams, I'm just going to do it. It probably doesn't deserve to be up there. It could have gone in Pretty Good Looking, but I wanted to make quite a... No, I didn't just want to put them all in the same one because they are all pretty good looking. But I'm going to say the Williams is there because I love the contrasts of the blues. I love the little tiny accents of red and the black as well. They've got black and white accents in, and I love it. So yeah, that's the Williams. So there we have it, that is it for today's video, and that is my final tier list of the F1 2022 cars. Again, it's quite difficult to do, and I know that a lot of people will say that Ferrari is too low. I know a lot of people probably say that Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo probably could have gone up because I always like the Alfa Romeo, but I feel like that's kind of where I put them. The Aston Martin is absolutely incredible. I love the Aston Martin. I think everyone can agree with that. But again, I think the AlphaTauri is very underrated, and I like the McLaren. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Let me know in the comment section below where you would put these. I'll probably try and leave the link to this if I can. I didn't make this tier list, I have just found it on tier maker. It was a really good one, so if you want to make your own and tweet me it or send me it, Instagram, whatever, Discord, I would love to see what you guys do. If not, just drop in the comments where you'd put them and which ones you like and which ones you don't. But other than that, I will speak to you again soon for a brand new video. Bye!